I'm just gonna wait for this. I'm just gonna wait for this chopper to pass because I don't know if you guys can hear me past this exhaust. It's kind of loud. Okay. So now that it's nice and quiet again, I'm gonna get back to the topic that I brought up earlier as to why are you getting into vlogging and why are you getting into motorcycles. So I guess the real question is what is it about motorcycles that got you interested in the first place? And what's your sort of steps or problems you're coming across into getting your motorcycle? Whether it be like, are you afraid to get on a motorcycle in the first place? Is it technical issues like you just don't get it, you're having trouble getting licensing, or you just don't know the steps in getting a motorcycle? I mean, whatever it is, really. You know, I'd like to know kind of things you're going through. As for me, I got my interest in motorcycles thanks to my cousin. He pretty much nailed it in the head for me, because prior to our last family reunion, for some odd reason, I was building an interest towards motorcycles, and I didn't even know why. It was just happening all at once, you know, because I was so into the car culture. If you guys haven't seen, or if you guys haven't noticed, I drive a Nissan 240SX, or to be specific, an RPS 13. And for a while, the whole drifting culture, it kind of made a big impact in the States. And I think that the Fast and Furious kind of killed it for that particular subculture. But I was really into that for a while. I never got to finish my project car because I was going to college still. And you guys know what it's like going to college. You know, you barely have any money, even if you're working. You just have a whole lot of crap to pay for. But my point is, I was really into cars. And, you know, getting a motorcycle never really crossed my mind. For me, back then, I was like, motorcycle? You know, that's like the stupidest thing. Why would I want to do that? You know, out here in LA, getting a motorcycle is almost like suicide. That was my frame of thought back then. And then, not too long ago, I started building a curiosity and interest towards motorcycles. I didn't even know much. You know, someone recommended that I get a Buell Blast as a first bike. Because I mean, I really didn't know much about motorcycles, so I didn't even know what to get. And then I met up with my cousin, and he's been riding a lot longer than when I last saw him. And he already had a Ducati Monster S4R. And right then and there, I just fell in love with motorcycles. And in specific, to be specific with what kind of motorcycle, it was thanks to him that I fell in love with Ducati motorcycles. Because like I said, I didn't know too much about motorcycles But I've always liked sports bikes. But I never really liked that whiny noise that they made. It seemed a little annoying. Not to put that down on anyone, because those bikes are just great machines. But in terms of sound, I really liked the Harley Davidson sound, because there's more. To me, it seems like there's more. There's like more muscle to it, you know, more grunt. And I didn't know if there was any motorcycles that kind of combined the two, of that sportiness with like muscle. So, all right, if you guys can see this guy ahead of me on his bicycle, let's see if I can catch up to him. I know it's not a race, but you know, this guy's all geared out, you know, Tour de France style, and here I am, t-shirt and jeans with Chucks and a backpack of groceries and a camera attached to my head, and I have a heavier bike. So, but yeah, it was thanks to my cousin that I fell in love with motorcycles. And oh damn it, he beat me by the light. It's all right. I did catch up though. If it wasn't for this light, I would have caught up to him. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to know what you guys, what kind of machines you guys like, whether it be sports bikes or cruisers. I mean, I really don't judge. I'm into all motorcycles, really. So, you know, this street didn't used to have a bike lane. And this is one of those streets where everyone kind of rides 50, 60 miles an hour. And I used to ride here a lot. I never really saw people ride their bikes around here. But yeah, I used to ride here a lot. And it wasn't until I started riding that they put this bike lane. It would have been nice if they had it back then, but you know, at least they have it now. Better late than never. So as you guys can see, this is the DMV. So I have to come here this coming Tuesday in order to get my license. Yeah. Well, I think I kind of went past 10 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is shut it down, so you guys won't be able to get to see my whole trip, but at least we had a good talk. All right, you guys, thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the flip side. This is Patman signing out.